want to impress your lady with your well-groomed Johnson, or maybe you just want to keep your shaft and sack prim and proper. So how do you go about doing it? Do you use a scissor like this one, or a razor to shave those bushes, or maybe an electrical trimmer that is designed specially for it? Let's find out more. What's up everybody, welcome back to the Urban Oak channel. Hope you guys are doing great. If you are new, this is Justin. Over here in this channel, we discuss everything about men's grooming, from your hair care, skin care, fragrances, body grooming, and maybe some lifestyle products. Today we are going to take a break from our usual hairstyling product reviews, and in fact we are going well down below the belt. Yes, you heard it right, my friend. Today we are going to talk about manscaping, or you might call it trimming your bushes, trimming your Johnny's pubic hair, whatever you want to call it. We are going way down below. So why are we discussing this today? According to a study by Ask Men, a men's portal, that majority of the women, if not all of them, prefer their counterpart to have their pubic hair prim and proper, nice and short. Some even prefer it all bare. Or if you have no one to impress, maybe just on a personal hygiene level, you just want to keep it clean. Or maybe now during the lockdown, it's so boring, you might even want to style it like a pompadour or slip back. I have no judgment on that. That is also another reason why you should consider this. So how do you go about trimming it? Do you use a scissor or razor? Personally, I've tried both. A scissor is a very risky mission. The moment you make a mistake, it's going to be bloody, or you might not even have a chance to celebrate Father's Day. For a razor like this one, it's going to give you that clean shave, but again, it's also a very risky mission because the skin down there is very loose. You might get nick and cut. So these two options, it's very risky. You might want to consider another option. Well, my friend, you got yourself a treat today, because I'm going to share with you an electric trimmer that's dedicated, designed for your sack. Yes, you heard it right. This is the Bovem Globe Trimmer, and it's designed for your Johnnies. This brand is actually created from a Singapore company called Bovem, and they have been around for a year or so. I decided to purchase this a couple of months ago, decided to give it a try and share my experiences with you. Apart from this is not my first time using such trimmer, because I have also been a fan of exploring products that is also dedicated to trim those bushes. There's this brand called the Manscaped. These guys has been around, man, I think close to maybe 5 years if I'm not wrong. They are very well known. They are from the US company, and I bought one of their first version, which is the Manscaped 2.0, and you can see that it's slightly smaller in terms of design. So I've also used this a couple of years, so I decided why not support a local company and maybe make a comparison between these two and see which one is more effective. So in this video, I'm going to share with you all the features about this product. I in fact going to demonstrate how to shave your balls, and lastly, I'm going to share my opinion, what I like, what I dislike about this product. Let's get on with it. So let's check out with their packaging. This is what I got from them. You can see it's a very cool navy blue box. It's very solid, feels like a jewelry box. Even there's a magnetic feature to keep it secure at their open and close feature here. And inside you can see there's a few items. You will be greeted with a welcome card, trimming guide here, and then there's a use guide, and voila! You can see there's a plethora of items here. And of course, the main man here is this electrical trimmer. Feels a bit light, quite solid, a matte design on it. And then because I purchased with their subscription service, which have that 3 months replenish of their blades, so they gave me an extra blade here as well. You will see a trimmer comb. So this trimmer comb comes with a 3mm, 6, 9 and 12, and then you will have a brush here to clean your trimmer after completing your mission, and finally USB cable for you to charge your electric trimmer. So overall, the design is quite impressive. I love how it comes, very well thought. So in terms terms of the feature of this electric trimmer, one of the feature they have is called the trim safe technology. So is it 100% skin safe? Means that you won't get any cut at all? Personally, I don't think so. Nothing is 100% safe as long as anything that is cutting your hair. What I would say, they have some feature that is designed to make sure that you do not have high chance of getting yourself cut if you use it properly. So as you can see, this product, there's two materials that's made up on the trimmer blade. So at the bottom part, it's the metallic material. The top part is a ceramic material. So the ceramic material is the one that's vibrating. You can see if I turn it on, while the metal material here is stagnant. So ceramic material, after doing some research, actually it's lighter in weight and it's also known to be more efficient when cutting. So you want to have a clean cut, otherwise you will experience tug and pull, especially if your blade is not sharp. I think it is designed this way so that you have a clean cut. When using this, I did not experience any tug and pull, which is great. Additional point is that it comes with this trimmer comb as well to act as a guard, besides helping you to trim the length that you want, preventing your skin from getting cut. So it's very easy to be plugged in. Here a click when you manage to fit it in, and that's the function of this trimmer comb. So another feature of this product that it is waterproof, however does not mean you have to shave while showering. In fact, it's going to be so tough to shave when your hair is wet, you could possibly get nothing done. It is advised as well to shave before showering because your hair is still dry and easily able to be trimmed. I believe this waterproof feature is built in so that you can clean with water easily, or can be stored in your washroom for convenience, or use it when your hair is wet without worrying getting electrocuted. So another feature that the company claims is that this electric trimmer is quiet. Personally, I don't think so. It is quite loud. You can hear this out. Having said that, it doesn't really bother me. I mean, it's probably going to bother you if you're trying to do this mission secretly for whatever reason. In terms of the speed, it is 6,000 RPM, revolution per minute, or rotation per minute. This is very similar to the Manscaped 2.0 that I used to have. It works pretty well for me, but I'm very curious whether a much higher speed will trim better. I guess we will never find out until we manage to find a product that has a higher speed. Another concern that some individuals might have is that whether this electric trimmer will get overheated. In my experience, after using close to 5 or more than 5 times, every session it lasted around like 7 to 10 minutes, or even sometimes it takes a little longer. I did not experience any overheating. This is not of concern, which I think is great. Let's talk about the maintenance of this product. So in terms of the battery, it uses a 600 milliampere hours. So for charging wise, it takes around 5 hours to be fully charged for a 60-minute usage. So I think this is still pretty long, but I mean, usually we'll just put at one corner, let it charge, and once it's done, will be indicated here, green light, then it's fully charged. So in terms of cleaning, during your trimming session, I would advise you try to avoid making it wet, even though it's waterproof. The reason is because once it's wet, it's very hard to clean in the inside. So I would advise with this brush, maybe you can just brush it off first, or just blow it out in between your sessions. Once you are done, use your brush to clean out all first, and then only use water to probably wash out those hidden corners. Alright, so probably some of you are very curious on how to use this product, so let me demonstrate it for you. So first, you will get your electric trimmer and then find the appropriate trimmer comb. So if you are a first timer, I would advise you to use the 9mm one. This is because if you choose a much shorter trimmer comb, your skin is actually very delicate, especially at your groin area. It's very sensitive. So you might want to try out something that's not going to overly trim your bushes. So a 9mm is a good start. If you are a daredevil, just go for the 3mm. Maybe another advice is, if you want to know whether you have sensitive skin, maybe you can try to trim your leg or your hand to see if there's any rashes or itchiness or redness. That's the first thing you have to do. So I have already installed my trimmer guard, and to demonstrate, I will not trim my balls in front of you today. I'll get banned by YouTube. So I'm going to choose a fruit. This is a kiwi fruit. You can see it's not that hairy, but I guess you will get it once I demonstrate to you. So just imagine this is your treasure. So when you use this Bovem trimmer, you just need to flip it up and you will see a green light. And when you trim, make sure you do this upwards and not downwards. Upwards where the ceramic blade is facing you, and then going upwards and make sure the logo ceramic blade is facing outwards as well. So upwards and outwards, okay? So this will ensure that you have a safe trimming experience. Also, if you want to have a closer shave, maybe you can do it in a parallel direction. Make sure you don't do it a perpendicular direction. This is a suicide mission, alright? So I hope this roughly gives you a clue on how to do it. For especially another point is that if your skin is loose for certain areas, maybe you can just pull it to make sure it's tightened or straight so that you will reduce the chance of getting cuts. Yeah, so be safe, my friend. I hope this really helps you. Every 3 months, you will be required to change your trimmer blade just to make sure it is sharp and it's clean. So to really uninstall and reinstall a new blade, you just need to push the ceramic blade in the opposite direction. So in my case here, I will just push it and this trimmer blade will be separated from the body. Then you will take this new trimmer, just place it around. There you go. Yeah, so it's pretty easy to uninstall and reinstall a new blade without getting myself cut during the process, but it's quite safe to uninstall by touching on those blades. So let's talk about the price and the shipping. So if you're just planning to get the globe trimmer, it's going to cost you $54.90 US dollar. However, there's also another subscription plan. You will just need to pay $49.90 and you will get an extra trim safe blade. So every 3 months, you will need to pay an additional $14.90 to receive that additional trim safe blade. And for shipping, it is free shipping across the world, so you don't have to pay anything extra. So what do I think about this product? What do I like about it and what do I think it can improve? So what I like about it is definitely this is much better than using safety razor or even a scissor. It will give me much more confidence that I won't get myself cut by using this electric trimmer. Another point is that it is lightweight. It doesn't cause any tug and pull, easy to use. That is another price point. In terms of the price point here, it is definitely cheaper than the Manscaped one. The Manscaped one, if I'm not wrong, it cost me around 60 plus. I think they have decommissioned this product. Right now, I think it's at least Manscaped 3.0, which is $69.99 USD. So definitely the Bovem Globe Trimmer is a good entry point if you are considering using it, as it costs at most the $54.90 or it's $49.90 if you decided to do the subscription plan. So what do I think they can still improve on? I think for sure the number one is the charging duration. It takes a freaking 5 hours to charge this. I think it's too long compared to the Manscaped. I think it takes only 60 to 90 minutes and you can use it for 60 minutes. So definitely there's room for improvement of charging. In terms of the usage of it, even though there's an indicator here that is fully charged or is safe to use, I would still probably prefer a nice to have that there's an indicator on how low the battery is going to be. This would tell me when I should start charging, because you don't want to trim it when the battery is low. You are going to risk getting cuts because the trimmer will slow down. The efficiency of cutting might be not so good and you might experience some tug and pull. The another point to improve is the bulkiness of this product. If I were to compare with the Manscaped 2.0, you can see the Bovem one is much more bulky. So why is it a problem when it's more bulky? It's because when you want to navigate those narrow areas, you want to make sure you don't cut or touches any unwanted areas. And lastly, I think another point to improve, I think both Manscaped and Bovem haven't solved this, which is the cleaning experience. It's very hard to clean, especially when you take out the blade from the inside. And to clean inside here is going to be a mess. All your hair is going to stuck here. Washing out just with water is not as easy. You probably need to use your brush, and sometimes the brush is also not that efficient in cleaning. I'm wondering whether there's a better design to probably like collect the hair in some compartment and you can plug that compartment out and just wash that container. So yeah, definitely both brands have some room of improvement in terms of the cleaning experience. So how do you find this review? I hope you enjoy and maybe learn something about it. If you have used any products or other brands similar like the Bovem Globe Trimmer, do share in the comments down below and probably share your experience. How do you even able to trim your sack? If you are interested to get this product, feel free to click on the link below as well. There's a discount for you to kickstart your journey and probably make your life happier, or maybe even help your counterpart to be more impressed on you. Well, that's all my friends. I hope you enjoyed this and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.